It's newly released as a graphic novel, in fact, and Peter Schweizer, the author and the executive producer of the film itself, is live in Tallahassee. Peter, good morning to you.
Hey, good morning, Bill.
This is what Democrats are saying now, and Doug Schoen made this case 45 minutes ago. There's no evidence to suggest that this went toward Hillary Clinton. Do you have evidence that suggests otherwise?
No, but I mean, this is an absurd defense. And I have to say, I mean, how stupid do they think we are? You've got Bill Clinton's top aide, Doug Band, sends an email to Hillary Clinton's top aide, Cheryl Mills, saying, we need to set up meetings for this guy. And the Clinton defense is, well, Hillary herself didn't actually get involved, so this isn't a problem. I mean, this is what top aides do. This is how the system is greased. So the defense that Hillary herself did not set up a meeting with Gilbert Chagoury, with the U.S. ambassador to Lebanon, is beside the point. This is precisely the problem that I highlighted in the book, and I think now the emails are confirming.
Who is Mr. Chagoury?
Well, Gilbert Chagoury is a Lebanese-Nigerian businessman. He's not a U.S. citizen. And this is the point to highlight, Bill. I mean, we're all familiar with the stories of, Wall Street banks buying access, getting special meetings in Washington, D.C. with politicians. But federal law prevents foreign nationals like Gilbert Chagoury from being able to do that, because we don't want foreign entities to have that much influence on decision-making. The Clinton Foundation's a vehicle around that. Gilbert Chagoury gives money to the Clinton Foundation. He now wants access to U.S. decision makers in the Middle East. And by the way, he's a guy with a very sketchy history that includes convictions for money laundering and aiding and abetting a criminal enterprise in European courts.
How much money did he give to the Clinton Foundation, Peter?
Good question, Bill. He's donated between $1 and $5 million. He has sponsored speeches by Bill Clinton that put money in his pocket, and he's pledged a cool $1 billion to the Clinton Global Initiative.
Wow. Okay. This Wall Street Journal writes about this morning. On screen, quote, does anyone think Mr. Chagoury would get a meeting with a senior State Department official if Mrs. Clinton wasn't secretary or if he had not given to the Clinton Foundation? This is another example of the Clinton business model of using political influence to get rich and further advance their political careers, end quote. What they would say is this is just how business works. You fire off an email or you make a phone call, and it's no different in government than it is in politics, than it is in accounting or Wall Street. Or pick your profession.
Yeah, well, if you look at the email from Doug Band to Cheryl Mills, he says, Chagoury wants this meeting, and Mr. Chagoury is, quote, very important, end quote, to us. Why is Gilbert Chagoury very important? He's not an American citizen. He's not an American businessman. This is a foreign national, a foreign oligarch who lives in Nigeria, a very corrupt political culture in which he plays, and he's getting access. So, yes, this is how the game is played, but it's basically been played by Americans before. The Clinton Foundation now gives oligarchs in Nigeria, in Russia, all around the world access to U.S. decision makers precisely because they are, quote, very important to the Clintons because they are putting money in their pockets.
Quickly, 44 new emails this week. How many more do we
I think there's going to be a lot more. I think there's going to be hundreds, if not thousands, and kudos to Judicial Watch and Citizens United. They both have been litigating these cases, and it's only because federal judges are forcing the State Department to release these emails that they're actually coming out.
Peter, thank you for your time. Peter Schweizer down there in Tallahassee, Florida. Clinton Cash. Thank you.
All right, Donald.